Hi everyone, it's Julian from Digital Trends, and I'm here with Sasha, and we're going to be looking at Android O and the improvements it's bringing to Android TV. Sasha, do you want to play it off?
Yeah, sure. So we are now with Android TV for 2 years around in the market, and for Android O, we wanted to take a look at all the things that we can do better, how our users are struggling right now with more and more content being available. And so what we wanted to do is for Android O do a major refresh of how Android TV looks and feels, and help users actually find content faster, get to their content faster. So one thing, we identified different kind of profiles of users that behave a little bit differently. There's a set of users who really, they just want their favorite app, right? They just want to jump right into Netflix, or they want to jump right into the NBA app, and just want to launch that and navigate in there, right? For those users, we introduced what we call the favorites row, or the favorites channel, where they can basically put their favorite application. It's just like shortcuts, right? So to quickly go there.
That's what this is?
This is the top row here. So yeah, this is the favorites channel for favorite apps. Obviously, you can still have. If you want all your app, you want to take a look at all your apps, you can bring out the all apps menu, and here you can then say, oh, I want to actually add something to my favorite list. And so we put a lot of emphasis on user customizability for the users who want this.
Okay.
And then next is a system channel, what we call the Watch Next channel. Here, the use case is really that applications can add content here where they know their users want to continue watching this. TV shows and binge watching are a typical example. I watched the first 3 episodes of The Flash, and well, when I come home, I just want to start with the 4th, right? So apps can easily add to the Watch Next row the content that they know their users want to continue watching. And so then what we did is we looked into what users wanted when they were navigating the TV UI, and basically they want to see, a lot of users are not necessarily sure yet what they want to watch, right? They sit down, they turn on the TV, and well, what's there? Let me get inspired a little bit. And what we're doing with Android O is we're introducing on Android TV these channels, these recommendation channels, where each app can basically add programs into these channels, and gives applications and content providers the possibility to really put the content they think is right for the user really in front of the user. This is an example for Netflix with recommended content for Corey, because they think that right now this is the best content for me from their catalog. We see YouTube here, so as you can see, we allow poster arts. App developers can put poster arts in metadata to explain to the user what's on. But what's also important is we wanted to make it really feel really nice and really at home. You can see the color transitions in the background, right? Move to yellow, because we are actually analyzing what's showing there, what are the colors, and tuning the background to it. But poster arts are just one thing. One thing we realized is oftentimes it doesn't really tell the user what's really on. So we introduced something that we call video previews, where apps can already on the home screen put little teasers and trailers into the Android TV UI, and that way tie the user in and reel the user in the content. Because oftentimes a quick trailer or a quick teaser tells me so much more than just a poster art. And this is not only for on-demand or OTT content, right? This is also for live TV content. This is an example of Zatu. They are a partner in Europe. They offer a live TV service, linear TV service, OTT. And you see here, this is live content from their service right now. Okay. But it could also be, for example, if it's on a smart TV with a built-in antenna or cable tuner or a satellite box, the signal right from the tuner could show here. We really built this to bring like linear content, on-demand content, no matter from where, from what source, together, and make it easy for the user to discover this. So I talked earlier about the Watch Next row a little bit to continue watching content. Oftentimes I might just browse here and I see this trailer for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I think, hey, this looks really interesting, but I really don't have time now to watch a 2-hour movie. So what we give the user the ability to say, oh, add this to watch next, and when I come back home tonight and I have time, then I will actually watch it.
And that shows up at the top.
And that then shows up in the top. And so what we are also encouraging app developers is to maybe not only provide one channel, but provide multiple channels. So I see here NBA game recaps, which is certainly an important major content channel for them, but maybe they know that I'm also really interested in really cool dunks, or I don't know what. So we really want to make sure the home screen can be customized by the user to get all the content. So let's say I want more for from the NBA app, and every app can publish multiple channels. I see the NBA here has also an NBA entertainment channel, so let me add that. Go back to the home screen, and it shows up. And I can sort it, I can order it, I can move the channels around to the top and sort it how I want it. We really want to make the home screen have all the content that the user wants, and they can pull it together how they want it. And yeah, that's a super quick summary of just the home screen UI. We did a lot of other changes. For example, we completely redesigned the setup process. If you set up a new Android TV device, already as part of the setup process, we are recommending applications to you based, for example, if you're using apps on another Android device, right? If you have an Android phone and you use a certain media app there, we will already recommend it as part of the setup process for you on your Android TV device. And just with one click, you get all your favorite apps that you already might be using on another device onto the Android TV device.
And all of these features will be available coming out when Android O launches later this year?
Correct.
Okay. And is there any assistant integration coming in?
For the assistant integration, I think we can show that here. The assistant integration is not tied to Android O. We want to bring the assistant also to Android Marshmallow and Android Nougat devices out there in the field. And to demo that, we set up another device here. That's an NVIDIA Shield with running Android Nougat, and maybe John can actually show you a little bit as some of the demos there.
So what we're going to show today is the assistant, and it's running on an NVIDIA Shield. So that's what we're using, Android TV with an NVIDIA Shield and the assistant integration. So one of the idea behind it is with all the content that's out there within apps or within a cable provider or whatever, it's hard to kind of get through all that information really quickly. But with Google, with the assistant and natural language processing, it becomes a very easy interaction. So we can do stuff like, so this remote has a far field mic on it, but with all the noise in here, we have to turn that off. So we go with the push button. Play Jimmy Kimmel on YouTube. So instantly, I'm from the home screen into content. The content will start playing. So the assistant is also contextual aware. So a friend of mine told me about a Winona Ryder interview that Jimmy Kimmel did. So I'm going to search for that. Search for Winona Ryder on Jimmy Kimmel. And since I'm in YouTube, I get these YouTube results. Again, with the contextual aware, now I don't have to learn new commands on how to interact with this new content. I can just say, play the first one. And it knows the first one was the interview, and away it goes. So now they're talking about, to be able to move within apps. So they're talking about Stranger Things, which is a Netflix app, but we can find that out by just saying, tell me about Stranger Things. So we end up with an entity card here. If the volume wasn't so bad in here, you could hear the TV kind of goes down a little bit, and the assistant comes back. Yeah, it tells us a little bit about what's written on the card, and we could read it, but it's there. But now I'm interested, so I want to play it, so I can just say, play it. And now we're out of the YouTube app, and we're into the Netflix app and playing where we left off. So we're watching a movie, so why not get into movie mode and go, turn the lights off. So lights are down, and we can control other things. So the assistant brings some of the IoT capabilities, so there's integration with Nest, If This Then That, Honeywell, and several other partners to be able to do some IoT type actions straight from the living room and share. We'll turn those back on, turn the lights on. Oh, no lights. Turn the lights on. All right, lights back on. So other things outside of just TV viewing and bringing the power of Google behind it. So I'm now watching a movie. I might be late to work. How long will it take to get to work? So we have integration with knowing where my home is to work. I would live downtown, I work downtown, it's not very far.
Doesn't interrupt the movie.
It doesn't interrupt the movie, yeah, we don't go into full screen. That's one of the things about the Assistant, one of the concepts is small action, small reaction. So when you ask for something like that, you still see the content, but if I really wanted to immerse into that, then I could go to full screen, but it's up to the user. So we try to make it as little as possible. So even dimming the lights, you just have a small thing, the lights go down, it's done, it's gone. So YouTube TV launched, and YouTube TV is more of an experience that you would do from your phone and a tablet, but with integration to home, you can come home, the game's on, the Warriors are in the playoffs, so we want to catch the game, I run in the door, rather than get my phone out and try to find it, I can say, okay Google, play the Warriors game on the Shield. And so the Google Home will cast the content straight to the TV, and now we're in game mode, and game's on, I can sit back and watch the Warriors.
And that's with the YouTube TV app, right?
That's with the YouTube TV app, yeah. But the YouTube TV today is not on Android TV, but it is castable, and we have the home as a endpoint to get to castable kind of content. So I could even say cast some YouTube content, and it would cast from there.
And the interaction is very similar. Basically, it's
they're the same, yeah. They're very much the same.
But if you ask things like commute to work, obviously it's not going to display on this, or will it?
It can. So when the devices are hooked together at home, and these are not, so I can't display it. But at home, you link in your TV, your home, and your phone. And so if I say, how long will it take to get to work, and the TV's off, it'll tell me. Okay. If I say, how long will it take to get to work, and the TV's on, it displays them on the screen.
And which one would the sound come out of? The speaker?
The TV if the TV's on, the speaker if the TV's not on.
Okay. And that's all going live later on this year when this all rolls out?
Later this year.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Great.
Thanks for
having me. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.